Alright, today is day 8 of the IAE Ship Show, and it's MIRAI and MISC. So, those are our two ship show companies, manufacturers. Alright, let's see where we got. We got the center, the sides, and the basement, or lower level. Alright, the Doom Turtle is in. If you don't know, that's what they called the Starfarer for years, when it first came into the game. Alright, the Prospector, everybody's favorite little mining ship. It's perfect one-person mining ship. Has a little bed in there for logging out, bathroom, hauls a significant amount of materials, does a great job as a miner. But it's just a one-person miner. You have to play around a little bit to get some of the bigger rocks because it's power limited. Doesn't quite have as much power as the mole, but it only requires one person. Here is the Hull A. This is the beginning of the super freight haulers. The Hull series has this little break in their hull that expands out or telescopes out, and has little hangers that you can mount your cargo containers on. This is the smallest one. Hull C. Always makes you wonder where the Hull B is. Yeah, this is perfect. Shows you how the little container platforms come out, and you just mount your containers on those gravitational pads to hold them on there. So this is considered heavy freight. So their sole purpose is to carry freight. So they're not going to be a fighter. They're not going to be, something like that. They're just going to be great big, freighting ships. Kind of like a big cargo ship to haul stuff back and forth, and they're going to do it very well. They're just going to need assistance to keep people from attacking them. Okay, the MISC Starfarer. This has been in the game for quite a while. It's a refueling ship, or the base model is. So it basically goes out and scrapes in space with this little intake, takes in the gas, compresses it, processes it, and you can refuel other ships with it in flight. It's an amazing ship. It's huge and quite versatile because it has a lot of cargo. It's armored. It's got some very heavy guns on it. So if it gets attacked, it can defend itself. And this is the Gemini, which is the military version. So it's a military heavy cargo ship. They have it as heavy refueling here. But it trades its scraper intake for rockets. So the Doom Turtle got more bite and more armor and a little bit of more everything. So, and these are the gas tanks for it. And here is the refuel arm. So you fly in and get close, and that comes out and finds your refuel port and refuels you as you go. And you can keep flying. So basically a huge flying gas station, which is kind of awesome. I imagine it'll be refueling something like that as it goes, because moving that full load of cargo can't be too easy on your fuel capacity. So, love the old Starfarer. It handles like a whale in the atmosphere, but it gets better once it hits space. So, if you got to drop that thing into atmosphere, be careful. Alright, let's see what we got around the corner here. Yep. Okay, the Freelancer. Okay, this is the base model. It is a medium freight, medium fighter. Yeah, well, medium freight. I know in one of the balances, the Freelancer became the medium fighter of choice because for a very short time, because of its extra armor, it was extremely hard to kill. And with its side guns, it was very effective on taking out people that are jousting with you. Oh, this is the max, so this is the extra wide one. So you could actually get vehicles and stuff into it. Which is one of the problems with the Freelancer. Let's see if they got, yeah, they do. Is in the base Freelancer, this is really narrow. And the way its rear turret stuff hangs down, you couldn't get a vehicle in there. So it was one of the limitations. You could get it in there if you tried really hard and kind of wedged it, but it wasn't ideal. Freelancer MISC, which is a gunship, which I believe it carries a bunch of extra missiles, as well as some better gun turrets. But this has a problem. If you fly on this side of the nose, you can only get hit with these guns. You fly on this side of the nose, you can only get hit with these guns. It's not as bad as some ships have done it, but it is an issue. It's actually how you figure out how to take it down is you look at where its guns are and where its guns are not. And I believe usually with my Cutlass Black, I come at them from below. Alright. And the other hull is way over here. Yeah, Freelancer is huge. I'm going to have to look at the whole sea because that's looking like a large ship. It should have, you know, in its interior, it should have enough space for at least 2 or 3 crew, plus whatever else they have for engineering and whatnot. I really like how they did their little side halls. Okay. And what do we got here? Okay. I complain about these things every time I see them. The Reliant series. They're kind of a cool looking ship, and the cockpits are very nice for science vessel. If you look at the cockpit view screen, being clear like that and only having a few little items in the way, they're awesome for visual. But you got a gun there, a gun way over here. So they're so far off the line of the cockpit that they're kind of hard to get a good beat on your target. So they're kind of loses out that way. But they do have some cargo space. This one's got sensors and beds in it. I know one of them's a cargo variant. So let's go over and look at these guys over here real quick. He's doing a little better with double guns there, double guns there. And they're all gimbaled, so that helps a little. Yeah, this is the light freight. Because if I remember, they used to only have one gun on the end there. So you're undergunned and you're under weird configuration. And that's the other thing with this, is when it's in flight mode, it tilts. So you have a light fighter cockpit, but a, heavy fighter profile because of that extended wing. Yeah. Because that looks more like the military version, though. But they're decent little cargo runners. They have a decent amount of travel distance and decent amenities in them. They're just not my favorite ship, just because of their configuration. And the Fury MX, the Fury series, are entertaining, but they're just snub fighters. So they don't have a jump drive. They have very limited range. So unless you have a larger ship that can carry them, they're small enough you could put them in a freelancer or I don't know about the height. Might be an issue in a freelancer because of the rear turret. But you could get them out of Cuddy Black. Just pop them out the side doors. Or Caterpillar would be perfect. You can get 2 or 3 of these in a bay on a Cuddy, or not a Cuddy, but a Caterpillar. And just open your doors and have all these little buggers come flying out. That would be scary. But they are a fast TIE fighter-like ship, so they'd be great for running short-range patrol and overview. They have a decent amount of weapons on them. They're super nimble because of their configuration. Okay, that's the racing variant. That's why it doesn't have any guns on it. And that makes this the base model. Yeah. Just a snub fighter. So basically what you'd get these for is throw them in your cargo bay of your larger ship. And if you get attacked, you would send your extra crew out, the ones that weren't necessary for, that's a bomber. So anybody that was not necessary for flying of your ship would get into one of these and go out and repel your attackers. So it's a cool concept. The fact that they're super compact like that. Like I said, you could probably get them in a Cuddy Black, a freelancer, carry 2 or 3 of them. sneak up on somebody and start popping those out, and all of a sudden you have an attack flight of ships. It could do a lot of damage. All right. Oh, we got to go downstairs. So yeah. Dang, it's nice to see that ship out. Everybody seems to forget about it every now and then, that the Freelancer was the first huge ship in the game. I think it came out. Oh, it came out before the Cutty Black was in the game. Cutlass Black was in the game, so yeah. Back when everything you did was in your hangar and in your little simulator. There's nothing there. Let's see. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, the Razors. These are another fun little race ship. Or interdictors is the other thing they get used for. They're super fast. I think I like the M50 better for handling wise, but these are super fast as well. And they do have a very low profile for when you're coming in on an attack, and you add that to their speed, and then they just turn into a very great harassing vehicle. So you're not going to do a whole lot of damage with them, but you can zip in behind people and just pelt them and run away before they can get spun around to hit you. So they're great that way. Okay, that looks like another Hull series. Oh, that's the Odyssey. So it's a survey and explorer vehicle. Oh, that's the one that should be doing the refining and everything that everybody got all excited about it. So that's cool, but it's still in gray box. Or white box. Expanse. So this is the dedicated refining ship. Does it scrape as well like the Starfarer? Oh, this refines minerals, not gas. Which would be cool. So you got one of those guys running back and forth with your prospector or mole and speed up your process of making money. MISC Endeavor. Huh. The Endeavor is finally in. Because I think they talked about this at one of the Star Citizen events, but it was only made it to white box, so it looks like they're getting a few more details in there. But again, it's just in white box, and Lord knows when they'll get that done, because it should be a fairly large ship, so probably not until well after Squadron 42 is out. All right, that looks like the last of them. Wow, that guy's walking kind of funny. So I will talk to y'all later, and I hope you enjoyed it.